Greetings, y'all. What's up? This is my title, Real Talk Session. I'm coming through the word of message today. Gotta do my little disclaimer. I don't have a fuck to get nobody. I'm not for everybody. I don't ever try to be. If it don't apply, let it fly. All I have is gain to give you a better life, knowledge, root chakra, our nugget, natural crown. You got to work on your internal to align with your external. You got to start from the root to de-root the rooted issues. The message today is stop settling. Stop settling in life when it comes to jobs, business, people, marriages, relationships. There's too many miserable people living with regret because they settled. They couldn't wait on God. You didn't pass the test in the waiting season. A lot of us are in the waiting season for things that we prayed for, put blood, doing the trial and error of life. That's what's going on. So you seeing people who can't, you seeing people who are. And then you also seeing the results of people who couldn't. And God go off our heart, right? But the universe, the spirit guides, the ancestors, they go off what we say. They go off what we do, our actions, and the energy that we put out. That's why what we put out, we get that back tenfold. That is so true. You got to watch what you say. It is life and death in this tongue. It's life and death in your thoughts, because your thoughts become actions. That's why I be telling y'all, mental health. Y'all really have to work on your mental health. Don't mind my nail. I broke it last night. My nail appointment is Thursday, baby. Yes. Don't mind that. Yes, your girl will be 33 in 2 days. And my vacation starts in 1 day. And before I show my ass, I got to come through the word of message today. So I'm closing off the word of message today, which will stop settling. Stop settling for temporary feelings. Like stuff that ain't going to even matter to you a year or months from now. Because when you settle, you end up miserable and you end up living with regret when you could have worked on yourself more and God would have sent the right person for you in your life if you're looking for a marriage or a relationship, because that's not for everybody. And that don't determine people's happiness, because it's some genuine people who are happy and single because they want to be and not because they have to be. And I happen to be one of those people. A lot of people been wondering, it ain't nobody's business, but I'm just being transparent with y'all. I'm keeping it G with y'all. That's all I can be right now. I've been single for a while. That's all I can be right now. I've been single for a while by choice, because I'm working on myself. I'm not ready to be back in a serious committed relationship. I'm not ready to be married yet. And I keep it P and G, whoever I'm involved with. I have my options open. May the best option win. When it's my time, God will let me know who my forever, life partner is. But I'm having fun and living life. My mentality is we can secure this bag and be best friends. We can build generational wealth. We can have fun together. And we can fall in love and we can be together later, if that's what it is. It matters about your mindset. I'm not telling y'all this for y'all. I'm telling y'all this just being on some G shit, what I'm on. I could have been married. I done had 3 rings. You know what I'm saying? I have been engaged. I have been in serious committed relationships. I'm not on that right now. I'm focused on myself. And I told y'all, you don't have to be lonely because you are alone. You got to just deal with people who are on the same time. It's hard when you settle. Because I know what I require, I can give to myself. I come to the table with the churros, with a 5-course meal. You know what I'm saying? I come with everything I require, and I give that to myself year round. I get spoiled, yes, I get gifts, but I also give all that to myself. I love me. I've done a lot of work on myself. But God is still working on me daily, and I'm just not ready yet to be back in a serious relationship or a marriage. So, what am I doing? Having fun, weighing my options out, taking my time. Because see, when you done been through a lot of shit, and you don't want to repeat those same toxic cycles, you will take your time. You won't be quick. But when you have been through a lot of stuff, you don't want to repeat the same toxic cycles. You know better, you do better. You take your time. You really take the time out to do the internal work on yourself. And you won't be quick to jump in a relationship with somebody. You won't be quick to marry them. Unless God lets you know, like, hey, this is your person. And one day I was getting my eyes checked. I was getting my yearly eye exam like I do. And I wanted to update my prescription and my glasses. And the eye doctor, we was talking. And, you know, God speaks to you in different ways, right? So he had asked me, he was like, you married, you single? I was like, I'm single. I was like, just focus on myself, you know, weighing my options out. But I was like, I'm really just, you know, tuning to me, loving me. You know, I always tell me every year I come see him that, you know, I got a good head on my shoulder, basically, right? You know, wise. He was telling about him and his wife and stuff, how long they was together and stuff. And he said, you are correct. He said, God is preparing your husband for you and preparing me for my husband. I received that. I do. I told him I received that. Meaning it's not my time yet. And I said that to say this. Some of y'all, it's not time for y'all. That's why y'all miserable. If your relationship, if you have tried to date so many times and it's failing, that means you are the problem. And I'm telling y'all this because I had to realize I was a problem a lot of the times. Yeah. It took me a long time to take accountability. I told y'all I changed because I got tired of my shit. When you get tired of your own shit, you change. And until you get tired of your own shit, you're going to keep on doing the same old shit because you ain't. When you get tired of your own shit, you change. And until you get tired of your own shit, you're going to keep on doing the same old shit because you ain't tired. But I got tired of repeating the same toxic cycle. I got tired of failed relationships. So I took a lot of time out to focus on me and tune to me. And I love the woman I am and who I'm growing into. And I say all that to say this. It's not time. Some of y'all so desperately just can't be alone. And if you are one of those people, because only y'all know what it's a mission plan in your life, you need to get in a selfish season to do the internal work on yourself. Shadow work, journaling, self-reflect. Because clearly you are the problem. And you haven't realized that yet. Sometimes we're the problem. And we have to deroot our own fucking issues. And I'm telling y'all this, I only speak from a place of wisdom. I speak from a place of sometimes we're the problem. And we have to deroot our own fucking issues. And I'm telling y'all this, I only speak from a place of wisdom. I speak from a place of shit. I don't want y'all to make the same motherfucking mistakes I did. Okay? I'm young, but baby, I started young. I've been thinking I was grown since I was 14. And I bumped my head. I didn't listen. So to go on and wrap up the message today, which was stop settling. Y'all, I was one of them people. And my granny tell me now, you know, my few close loved ones, they be like they proud of me because I did not listen, y'all. My OG cut, everybody would try to warn me about shit. I was one of them, I had to see about it. I had to bump my head a lot of times. I wouldn't listen. I was very like spiteful and rebellious. I was one of those youngsters that had to bump my head instead of taking, you know, the wisdom that people would try to tell me to keep from making mistakes. I had to go make the mistake, then I learn. And I don't want y'all to be like that. So I get on here and give y'all, you know, wisdom and game to try to help somebody not make the same mistakes I did. So this ain't off the top of my head. This ain't from no hurt place, because I'm not hurt. I'm not bitter. I'm happy, actually. Focus on myself, loving in me, pouring in me. I'm having fun weighing my options out. And when it's my time, I will. You know, be back in a serious committed relationship, get engaged again. I won't be a runaway bride this time, because I was a runaway bride. I live with my truth. Like I told y'all, when you really stand on business about you, can't nobody use your past. Can't nobody say that. I don't self-reflect, I self-reflect. So I know my flaws. I know everything about myself. Nobody can tell me nothing about myself that I don't know. And I live in it. And I still am her. You cannot tell me nothing, baby. Flaws and all, I'm still her. Still one of a kind. Okay? That's that on that. But I hope this message touched somebody. You know, stop settling, y'all. Stop settling. Now, if you are in survival mode, that is very different. If you just doing what you got to do. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about y'all know your worth and value, and you really got your shit together. You know, you really him. You really her, and y'all just settling because y'all don't want to be alone, or just settling because you might have got lonely. That's when you need to do that work on yourself. You need to talk to God, pray and meditate. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever y'all beliefs are, because I'm not religious no more. I am deeply spiritual. So whatever y'all are into, the high entity that you praise to, you need to consult with your spirit guides and figure it out, because your happiness should not ever be determined off a person. That's inner. You're supposed to be happy with who you are, happy with yourself, and somebody else is a plus. Now, people can make you happy. Yes, it is a beautiful thing. And I love seeing all the beautiful families and couples that's on my timeline. But what I'm saying is inner. You're supposed to be happy with who you are, happy with yourself, and somebody else is a plus. Now, people can make you happy. Yes, it is a beautiful thing. And I love seeing all the beautiful families and couples that's on my timeline. But what I'm saying is, if you put your happiness into somebody else's hands, you won't ever be happy. Because people gonna do it. Because people will piss you off. You don't never put your trust in a man. You better put your trust in God. Okay? So, to close off, the word of the message today, which was don't settle. Stop putting y'all, I don't know who I'm speaking to today. I'm sharing a lot of messages. But stop putting your happiness in somebody else's hands. Because they gonna piss you off. We human. And nobody perfect. You just gotta find what align with you. What type of time you on. Whether you want to be open. Because that works for some people. Being poly works for some people. You know what I'm saying? Monogamy, it works for some people. You got to do what works for you. For people who on your time that you on, and you won't be miserable. And then in the meantime, in between time, you always supposed to be doing that internal work on yourself. You don't never put your life and your happiness, you know what I'm saying, in somebody else's hands. That starts with us. And then what they do is a plus. They add to us. You know what I'm saying? They coming in to pour. We pouring into each other. We growing. We evolving. But that's just me. Do what's best for y'all. I'm out.
How deep do you want to go down a rabbit hole? Join me on Patreon today.
For $11.11 a month, that's the new price.
Access to deep intuitive messages and books, powerful books for the mind, body, and spirit.
Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where I post all the real, raw, uncut wisdom, knowledge, just game on life that you might need. And also, if you want to connect more, follow all my social media platforms. Hit the link in the bio.
But for more in-depth and exclusive content, join me on Patreon today.
For $11.11 a month, that's the new price.
Unlimited access. Come on, let's go deep down the rabbit hole. To join my private spiritual community, you have to pay an additional $11.11 a month outside of the monthly Patreon subscription.